Hey guys, this is Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com, and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Today we're looking at something kind of funky. This is the Sterling submachine gun, available at Evike.com for about $255 at the time of this video. Now, you may recognize this thing as the base gun for the E11 blaster that the Stormtroopers use in Star Wars. Fear not, the E11 blaster is coming through Evike as well. My understanding is they are actually having it custom made to be a proper blaster, so keep your eye out for that. In the meantime, if you're looking for something a little bit less sci-fi but still Sterling, here you go. It's made by S&T. It features pretty much a full welded steel body. You can see the various weld marks holding this thing together, as well as has a metal gearbox that is a custom design featuring a motor and gears in the actual grip here. The thing splits into two pieces, and it is kind of complicated, even though it looks relatively simple. Now, this is a later version of a gun that was kind of started in World War II. This version, I do not believe was used in World War II. This was used later on. However, you still have kind of that cool old aesthetic to it that really looks like it was kind of built very last minute. It looks like it was put together because they needed something to shoot the 9mm round, and they kind of put it together in a cave. It kind of has that Iron Man Mark I look to it, and I love it for that. It's a little bit prettier than the Sten, a little bit prettier than the M3 Grease gun in my opinion. Now, it looks like it's just a little pistol here. You actually have a folding stock, which I'll attempt to do on camera. I don't have a lot of luck putting this thing together. It is surprisingly complicated. That guy locked there, this bent, get this thing locked in here. Occasionally you have to, there you go. Like I said, it is not exactly designed for a quick transition, but hey, you have a stock, you have sights, you can aim. Now, this features a very, very small battery compartment located right here in the back. So small, in fact, that my Tenergy 11.1 volt 1000 milliamp hour battery, which fits in damn near everything, is just too long for it. Now, I tested it with it by leaving the cap off. The gun was shooting around 310 to 320 feet per second with a decent rate of fire, and we'll toss the battery in it towards the end of this video and do a quick rate of fire test. But really, you need to get a very small LiPo battery for it. The stock is uncomfortable and rudimentary at best. When you hold on to it, keep in mind you need to be holding on up here, not to the magazine. In the real gun, that could cause misfeeds. On the Airsoft one, it actually has kind of a sharp edge here that if you're not wearing gloves, you can dig into your hand a little bit with it. Your hop-up adjustment point is located right here. It is a large dial that is easiest to adjust from underneath. There's a larger hole at the bottom. That's the easiest way to get to it. The orange tip is a plastic ring here on the front, but once I unscrewed these two screws, it kind of just popped off on its own. Let's go ahead, let's put that back on. Or not. You do have a bit of a hand stop here at the front and at the rear, just like on the railgun, to keep you from shooting your fingers off. It does its job pretty well. So if you're looking for something that'll pass for a World War II gun, but realistically is not something that was used in World War II. This was used later by British forces and a whole host of other countries that ended up using this thing eventually. For $255, this thing is a pretty decent deal. You have a full steel body, full metal gearbox, decent performance out of the box, really CQB oriented obviously, given its tiny little submachine gun size. However, it is fully upgradable, so if you want to make this thing into a crazy high rate of fire, a crazy high velocity monster, you can do that if you want. It'd be a little strange, but hey, you can. Some things to note, again, you have very rudimentary sights on it. The rear cycles between two different apertures, no real adjustment there. The front is adjustable, what appears for windage and elevation. You will need to get a very small battery pack. Changing the batteries is a relatively simple affair. You push that guy down, turn it, and pull it off. You have access to the battery compartment. It appears that this has a quick change spring as well, but I have not yet taken it apart to confirm that. My full written review will confirm the gearbox and the components inside. Be sure to check out the full review that will be coming on this gun on Airsoft Retreat and on BooliganAirsoft.com. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. Battery's a little bit too big.